Say hello. This is Grandma T. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's where the animals should count.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So today, I'm going to be talking about how to change someone's mind in an argument, which I'm sure everyone in the audience at one time or another has tried to do. I've tried many times, I'm very argumentative, failed many times as well. Happens. Fun fact, surprisingly, using separate words from an original person's language actually helps build your argument. But aside from that, 3 proven strategies in changing someone's mind on an important issue are empathizing with the perspective, building credibility, and talking fast. Surprising. That's actually surprised me when I was doing my research. So one of the first ones that I researched was empathizing with the opposing perspective will actually help build your argument and help change someone's mind. It's important to note that there's not like a wrong view or a right view. Both people just have beliefs and they may be different from one another, but they're both just your ideas. If you say that like you're wrong and I'm right, it's not going to help change their mind as you're just telling them that they're wrong. And they've likely had that idea for a long time. It's also important to note that their opinion matters and their opinion has value. Even though you are trying to change their mind, they do have value and that is their opinion and it does matter. And it's also important to show that you can change your mind. In order to change someone else's mind, you have to show that you can change your own mind. If you're stubborn and you believe that yours is the right way and you don't want to change your own mind, then you're not going to change their mind. Your willingness to change your ideas will likely influence their willingness to change their ideas, as you can show that you can do it too. While empathizing with someone's perspective is important, it's also important to build up your own credibility and show trust with the audience. So building credibility will help influence them and change their mind and strengthen your argument. One important tip is citing a higher authority. If you show someone widely recognized and respected, it'll likely influence their opinion. In addition to that, comparing your argument to one of high esteem will show that yours are similar and will likely influence their opinion. Another important fact is to use examples. Actually, at a study at Cornell University, it showed that arguments that used examples were stronger than arguments that didn't. Also, if you apply your argument to the real world, it'll help strengthen the argument as they can show that it works in real life. In addition to empathizing with an opposing perspective and building credibility, a helpful trick is actually talking faster, which really surprised me. Surprisingly, there's like fast talking states and slow talking states, as like it shows in this map right here. One of the faster talking states is Oregon, and one of the slower talking states is North Carolina, which really surprised me because I think states talk faster than one another, but I guess they do. So talking quick helps persuade more and builds the argument as it shows confidence, intelligence, and superior knowledge as well as objectivity. In a study done in 1976 by Norman Miller, they were trying to prove to participants that caffeine was bad for you. They showed that the argument that was better was at 195 words per minute, and it was actually highly caffeinated, which is ironic because they were trying to prove that caffeine was bad for you. And the inferior argument was 102 words per minute, and it was decaffeinated, so that one didn't work as well actually. Because if you go from one topic to another with ease, like fastly, you show that you're confident and you're well knowledge about your subject. And another thing is that talking fast gives the opposing side no time to critique your argument as you're going fast. At a study done at the University of Georgia, it was actually shown that faster talking arguments were more persuasive and they helped change someone's mind. Because if you talk fast, it is more difficult to point out the flaws as you don't have any time. In addition to talking quick, it is important to remember the first 2 strategies of empathizing with an opposing perspective, acknowledging that they're important, as well as building credibility and trustworthiness with the audience. Understanding an opposing perspective, building credibility, and talking at a faster pace are all proven strategies to help change someone's mind in an argument. Whether you're arguing about avoiding doing the dishes or you're arguing which political candidate is best and trying to change someone's mind about that, using all these three strategies will help build your perspective and build your case to change someone's mind in an argument or an important issue. Thank you for coming, and I hope that leaves a thought with you and helps change your perspective.